How's it going? It's Nosh here, and today I'd like to show you a routine that you can do for shoulder aches or pains. I'm going to show you some exercises to take you through ranges of motion and to help you control your scapula in new directions. So we're going to start in a side lying position. Okay, so I'm going to work my right shoulder, so I'm on my left side. Okay, and if you want, you can put a padding between your knees, a padding underneath your head. Okay. Bottom arm is lengthened, top arm starts on top. Okay, actually we're gonna do a circle first. Sorry. So we're gonna start by reaching with the top arm, okay, and just starting to do some shoulder circles. Okay, so you're gonna do 25 circles here in one clockwise and then 25 counterclockwise. So this is gonna help use gravity, right, to prime up the shoulder joint. And I'd recommend starting with just a very light range of motion. And then as you feel more comfortable, we're going to increase the range of motion. Okay, so this is the first exercise, going in both directions. Okay, and this is, if you're dealing with shoulder pain or stiffness, this is the #1 exercise that I'd recommend, or frozen shoulder. Highly recommend doing these circles. Okay, this position helps to use gravity. Awesome. So the next thing we'll do is a bow and arrow. Okay, so you're gonna just simply pull the top hand across your chest, rotating from the thoracic spine, reaching across. The whole time, we're gonna try to keep the knees stable. Again, if you need to have a pillow here, that might help. Okay, we're gonna do this about 10 times. Okay, you can do this on both sides. And what we're doing here is we're rotating through this thoracic spine, really important, and only go as far as you can manage without any pain, and then reaching across, opening up through the shoulder, back and forth, okay? So I'm just gonna show you that on one side, and then the next thing we'll do is we'll come up to a seated position, hands behind you, underneath the shoulders, fingers pointed forward. This is the lounge chair position. So the hips are, pretty close to the hands here. If you want more of a stretch, you can bring your hips forward. You can always adjust. And we'll just squeeze and lift the chest and relax, lower the chest, squeeze elbows, shoulder blades together. Exhale, relax. Inhale, squeeze together, lifting the sternum up, squeezing in, elbows come into the midline. Exhale, relax. Okay, so just a dynamic here. What we're doing is shoulder retraction here and external rotation. This is going to help stretch the front of the shoulder joint and engage the scapula. So that's an active dynamic stretch. I'll show you from this angle here. So you'll do about 10 to 15 of those. Okay, and then we'll come on to the hands and knees. Wrists underneath the shoulders. We'll start to do shoulder circles here. Okay. Nice and easy. Arms are straight the entire time. Just moving the shoulders in circles, going both directions. Okay, and then we come to center again and then work on just pure scapular push-ups, scapular retraction, and then protraction. Squeezing together, pulling away. Keep the neck steady, keep the low back and core steady, so connecting into the core. This one might feel a little bit weird, but what we're working on is using the muscles that move the scapula forward and backward, okay, without compensating. So that's why we keep the arms straight. So that one might take some practice, okay? And then the next thing that we'll do is we'll do some prone Ys here, okay? So this is going to be more of a strengthening exercise. If you feel comfortable lying on your stomach, fist underneath the forehead, right arm reaches into Y, thumb up, and then we lift and lower, okay? So that will also help engage the serratus muscle, really important for the shoulder, okay? And then if you feel comfortable getting into a cobra position, hands underneath the shoulders, just a light lift here, inhaling and exhaling. So this is mainly to improve our upper back mobility, which is also connected to our shoulder health. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. The second option is to hover the hands into the air, doing the same thing. Hands can be under the shoulders or in a W position. Inhale, lifting through the upper back, and exhale, lowering. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Keeping the low back core steady. Okay, so you can do about 10 to 15 of those. And then the last one is going to be an option. It's going to be more of a strengthening for the shoulders. You're going to come back to the seated position. This time the hands turned out to the side, squeezing the shoulder blades back and down. Arms are straight. Inhale, lifting up through the hips. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, rooting down through the hands. Arms are straight. Exhale, lower. Okay, so you can explore this one here. Again, this one is going to be the most challenging, so that is an option if you're feeling comfortable and strong enough to do that. You can try this tabletop lift here. So follow this routine. For each one, you can do about 10 to 15. Listen to your body. Starting off with just one round, then build it up to 2 to 3 rounds. But a lot of the mobility exercises I'd recommend doing once every day, especially if you're dealing with shoulder pain and stiffness. Try this out, let me know how it goes, and I'll see you soon.